Hi guys, Richard from the Poke family here again. As you can see, by myself, Amanda is still very ill. She's asleep right now in bed. It's the reason that we didn't go live for the start of the Hoenn event. I did attempt to go live today. We're in a different place. I went to the town centre where we are, and the weather was just horrendous. I did manage to play some Pokemon Go, but it would have been impossible to live stream it. I spent most of the time huddled under cover. I did manage to get 2 Groudon raids done, which was pretty cool. But as you can see, no Amanda today. She is still ill, unfortunately. She's getting better. She's better today than she was yesterday. So hopefully, very soon, she will be back with us. Right now, she's snoring away, asleep, getting better. So hopefully, we'll be seeing her again very soon. I don't want to push her. She's very pregnant. She's 21 weeks. I don't want to push her too hard. So, let's talk about the Hoenn event. How awesome is it? Finally. I mean, it kind of like leads into what's going to be coming this year. We're going to have community days that are based around Hoenn Pokemon, especially like the starters. They're definitely coming. The Johto starters are finished. They're done with. It's over with. On to Hoenn. This event is something that I've been wanting for a while. I've been wanting a Hoenn event for ages. I like Gen 3. If Gen 3 would have come immediately after Gen 1, I would have never stopped playing Pokemon. I stopped playing Pokemon because I just didn't find Gen 2 as interesting as Gen 1. It felt too similar. And since then, I've learned why. Because the Gen 2 stuff was mostly design products that they had left over from Gen 1. At least that's something that I read. So they had a very similar aspect. Even in the games, you went back to Kanto. So Johto's over with. There's nothing wrong with Johto. It's just my least favourite. I never liked that region. I'm not keen on the Pokemon. Some of them are pretty cool, but now we're on to Hoenn. The event is here. It's happening. Let's see if I've got any chat. So I have to do it all today. Nobody said anything yet. If you're here, say hello. If you're watching, say hello. You're welcome. Let's join in. Let's talk. Let's talk. Normally I've got Amanda to talk to, so now it's just me and you guys. So unless you want to just sit here and listen to me ramble about the Hoenn region, I'm going to do some chat. So there was a lot of speculation before the event actually hit as to whether Shiny Groudon would be in, and it is. It definitely is. People are catching that Pokemon. Neither of mine. I can show you what I did today. I did 2. There they are on my screen, 2 of them. Neither of them were shiny. I'm sure that I'll get one before the event ends. I'm sure that one will appear. I haven't had a Taillow yet. I haven't had a Zigzagoon yet. But I've been clicking them. But as you can see, where we're actually staying, there's not a lot going on. There's a Pokestop there. You know, there's a few Pokestops in the distance. You have to walk about 15-20 minutes to get to a gym here, which it's not so bad. I don't mind walking. I mean, to walk into the town centre takes about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and I've done that. I'm happy to do that. And it's pretty awesome. I'm enjoying the Hoenn event so far. Let's have a look at the actual event. Oh yeah, we do have some Shroomish to evolve, or at least one Shroomish to evolve to get Grass Knot. So yeah, the Hoenn event is here, guys. Tell us what you think about it. What have you been doing? How much raiding have you done so far? I know back in our hometown in Barnsley, Richard from Barnsley Town, steal it from Ash, they've been going crazy. I'm on the chats, I've been watching it. They've been going crazy and they've been hitting the raids hardcore. Loads of my friends have got shiny Groudons. I've seen shiny Kyogres come up today. People are catching shiny Talos. I've seen more shiny Talos than shiny Zigzagoons, but I don't know whether that's weather related or not. At least where I've been, we've had some windy weather patterns, in-game windy weather patterns, which means obviously Talo will spawn more than Zigzagoon because it's a flying normal type. So yeah, I've seen more Talo spawns than Zigzagoon spawns during this event. Shroomish are everywhere, which is pretty cool if people need candy for the evolutions. You know what, I'm going to get that done now before I forget to do it, because I will forget. Where are we? That's a recent. Let's switch it to CP. There we go. 96. It's only got 14 attack, but grass knot, guys. I've got some candy. I've got above 400 candy. If I get a better one, I've still got enough candy to evolve it. So I'm going to make sure that I've got at least one grass knot. If you guys have got decent IV ones, get them evolved. You know, legacy moves. There we go. Grass knot. 90 damage. Wow. Almost as good as Frenzy Plant. What grass quick move does this guy have? I think it's Bullet Seed, which is not as good. And it's not that good for energy generation. It's not as good as Vine Whip. Vine Whip's way better for energy generation. So it's okay. It's okay. It works. It'll work. It'll work. If you've got nothing better, that's my friend Ian. He's just going to bed, I think. If you've got nothing better, if you haven't got a Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Venusaur, probably Breloom will be okay. It might even be better. It might even be better. The jury's out, I think, so far. But I've got one now. And you're probably going to see it being used in the raid. If I can bother to power it up. I've used a lot of Stardust today. I basically burned all my reserves. I used a lot of Stardust. I powered up a Weavile with Frost moves for the Groudons. I powered up a Community Day for Alligator, again for the Groudons. So Stardust, not so much for me. Not so much for me. You know what, guys? I have to admit, this feels really weird. Doing these lives without Amanda feels super weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. I'm used to having her to banter with. If I say at smack now, who's going to hit me? Do I have to do it myself? It's weird. Really, really weird. I don't find it as weird so much when I've got a camera and I'm doing that by myself, but doing these lives by myself, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it, and it does feel weird. We're the Poke family. There should be more of us, not just me. Plus, you guys are silent. I'm either technically not getting what I'm supposed to be doing, because Amanda normally does this stuff, sets the lives up and stuff, because it's kind of a thing. And I've done this by myself. I think I've got everything. I think I can see everything. Everything looks how it should. But nobody's saying anything. So, we're nearly at midnight. We're going to be playing Guess the Pokémon today. I'm hoping, I keep hoping, for a good IV Ho-Ho. Something that's missing from my repertoire. I would like a good IV Ho-Ho. I'm less interested in Lugia. Lugia's pretty good for PvP. I've already got a decent, a 96 Lugia for PvP. I want a good Ho-Ho. Shiny would be nice, but non-shiny is acceptable too. Let's have a look at what's on the nearby list. There's a Taylor and a Zigzagoon. This is weird as well. Around where we are, there's loads of little parks just nestled in houses, like parks that for children to play with slides and swings and stuff like that. And all their signs all look the same. So all these Pokestops, I mean, there's two different ones there that look very similar. This and this, very similar, very similar. So it's very difficult to see where the Pokemon are around here. So I've done it. I've walked to a Pokestop expecting to find a Pokemon there, and it's been a completely different Pokemon, and I've been like, this is not why I came here. I came here for a shiny check, and I'm catching a Pidgey. It's not. It's weird. It's weird. Right. Have we got a ring? We have. Let's get our stamp. Oh. I've got a ring, a Pokeball of Doom. Error. Quest not found. I've got my stamp. Has my quest just been eaten? Did I? That might have been it. A Porygon. Let's get this caught. Great throw. Porygon. As you can tell, guys, from what's behind me, we're not in our usual location. It's the same as last week. We're in a different location. Let's look at them. Not so great. Not so great. I got a bit excited then. We're in a different location, and we have been all this last week. We've been here and not in Barnsley, which is fine. Which is fine. But that's why our location. That's why everything looks different. Pretty nice curtains that my friend Ian's got going. So either I'm missing the chat, which I don't think I am. Let's have a look at this. Make sure I've got all the... Aha! There we go. We've got the chat up. Hello, hope Amanda gets well soon. I've missed all the chat because I had the wrong settings on. Like I said, Amanda sets this up. Dex Dark. Gary. Hello from me, Lee, Marcus, Ryan and Gaz. What you are all watching. All on one phone. I finally got a Switch. Completed Let's Go Eevee in 2 days. And I found 9 shinies. What problems have you been having, Amy? You've been having loads of problems with the game. What problems have you been having? With the Hoenn event? What's been happening? Because I've not had huge problems. No, I've had a few lag problems. The game just randomly lags, and it's not to do with my connection, because it lags when I'm connected to like a Wi-Fi, a really strong Wi-Fi. It'll just randomly lag. It happened earlier. You saw it with the circle and the quest. It happened, and I don't know why. And it hasn't happened while I've been raiding, thankfully. The 2 ground rounds that I did today, they were fine. I didn't have any issues. But it's happened when I've been PvPing several times. The game just stops reacting completely. So I don't know whether there's some bug in there that's causing latency issues. Who knows? Who knows? But if you guys want to guess what Pokemon I'm going to get, the 3 legendary birds are in there, the 3 legendary beasts are in there, Lugia and Ho-Ho. Have a guess, because I'm going to be opening my box soon. Game won't load. Pokestops and gyms disappearing. lag spikes. Right. So out of the three things there that you've described, I've had the game not loading and lag spikes. It's not been long term. It's taken me maybe 2 or 3 attempts to get the game to load. So the loading screen will come on, the loading bar will get halfway up, and then it just won't do anything. And I've had to like swipe the game away, start again. What network are you on, Amy? I'm with the E. Because that could be part of the problem. If it's something to do with the network. But like I said, I've had latency issues when I've been connected to Wi-Fi's. The game just stops reacting. And normally it clears up. It takes a few seconds, it clears up. I've had it when catching Pokemon, I've had it when PvPing, I've had it when I've just been stood in the game, not doing anything. I just get the ball and it stays there for a while and I could tell that it's lagging. Sometimes my man stops moving on the screen while I'm walking and I can tell that I'm having a latency issue or two. I don't know. Must be a bug. Must be a bug. I mean, there's been an update recently. I mean, you can now see Farah on the map screen. So there might be some issues with that update that they're still dealing with. Who knows? Who knows? But have you got a shiny ground on him? That would be interesting to find out. Have you got a shiny ground? Because I didn't get any luck today. There were more that I could have done, but because of the weather, I mean, where I was today, it was flitting between either being like really drizzly and murky and horrible, and really, really raining, quite heavy, and like I could see the gyms, but I didn't know whether there were any cover there, and the amount of rain. If I would have gone for the raids, I would have been absolutely soaked to the skin, and I didn't want to do that. Amanda didn't come. She was ill. I risked it. I walked out of the house and I knew that the weather wasn't great, but I just risked it. I just wanted to go. I wanted to go and try and get something done. Joe does. I saw that. I think Joe got his on his first attempt, didn't he? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But if for anybody who's wondering about Kyogre and Groudon, raid them. They're good Pokemon. They're really good. I think that they will be outdone. I think that Kyogre will be outdone by Palkia. But again, it all depends on moves. We don't know for sure what move Palkia is going to get. Right now, Kyogre is the best pure water type in the game. Groudon's the best ground type in the game. So you're currently spam trading for shiny Alolan Vulpix on Let's Go. I like Let's Go. I do. I've played it and I've completed it, and I've done a bit of shiny hunting on it. But it's the shiny hunting is very, very time consuming. And as you all know, I've got a family. I've got a pregnant Amanda. I don't have any time at the moment to really make edited videos because of looking after the family constantly. So I just don't have time to do shiny hunting. I wish I did. Occasionally I'll be able to jump on for maybe half an hour or so, but you don't get anywhere by doing it for half an hour. I mean, you might get lucky and get one. It happened. I did it for. I got a shiny Caterpie, which I didn't save the game for because I was so tired, and that took 42 minutes, which I think is pretty quick with some of the times that I've seen other people have been at it. I just don't have the time to sink into it. Not at all. And I wish I did because I like that game. It's great. It's great. So, guess the Pokemon, guys. We're still on with the three birds, the three beasts, Hoenn, Lugia. Anybody wants to make a guess? I'm going to be opening the box in 3 minutes. Whether anybody's guessed or not. But as you can see, the spawns where we live are slightly better than here. I've figured out that there's one spawn point. If you can see my screen here, I don't know where I'm pressing. There's a spawn there that you can get occasionally if you get a little bit of movement. And that is the only spawn that ever appears at this house. There. It makes me realise just how lucky I am to be where I am, and how other people are. I've seen people who are living on 2 Pokestops, 3 Pokestops. They're lucky. A shiny Ponyta in about 30 minutes, that's pretty cool. That's lucky, I think. But I think Sue Clark, and certainly other players around the world, I've seen it on Twitter, have just walked into an area and found a shiny right off the bat, and that's like 1 in 4,000 and something chance. So I think it's been you can sometimes, but so far when I've played, not so much. I need to go on actually and sort out my Pokeball Plus, because I've got a Vulpix in there at the moment, and I've had it in for ages, so it will have maxed out, getting all the candies on levels that it's allowed to have. Suicune? It better not be a Suicune, Amy. It better not be a Suicune. Let's catch some of these. Feebas. That's coming on Saturday, guys. Feebas Day. There we go, look. Randomly catching Pokemon. Lag spike. Did you see it? It's just random. I mean, right now I've got quite a lot running off this. The laptop's connected to it. My phone's doing Pokemon Go. It's doing a screen mirror. It's doing quite a lot. Which is unusual for what I would normally ask my phone to do. But still, look, no lag spike there. Just straight into catching a Pokemon. And 1 in 4,000. Yeah, that sounds about right, Amy. Whoops. A wild Aerodactyl, not a shiny one. Whoops. Bad throw. Oh my god. Can't hit this Pokemon. There we go. I still haven't had a shiny Aerodactyl. Not from a quest, not spawning, not from a raid. I traded for it and I went to Dortmund and they were everywhere. I couldn't get shiny. I kept clicking, it just wouldn't happen. That one looks like it might be worth an IV check. The Mega Evolutions. Lag spike again, like. Just happens occasionally. Sunkern. Not a shiny Sunkern though. I could do with a shiny Sunkern. Lag. No, I think that there's something wrong with the code at the moment. Let's open this box. Let's find out what I get. Let's find out whether I get a Suicune. Oh, I could lag. That's not good. The ball's there, whirring away. I'm just going to leave it a second to see whether it goes away, because sometimes the game just does that. It just lags and will continue to lag. It's a problem. I think it's something to do with you losing your connection for a second or something, and it confuses the game, so the game just continually tries to load on like a broken data connection, and let's reload the game. You tell me, Amy. So much lag. So much lag. I wonder if the game will even load. So I've had this problem with the game just sitting, the bar sitting halfway. No, there we go. It'll load now. I've seen the bar move. It's taken a while. I don't know whether the problem might be that the servers are really stressed at the moment, because I reckon at the moment a lot of people will be playing for this event. There's new shinies, the raid bosses are amazing, so people are out and raiding. I don't know whether the lag issues are just the fact that the servers are really stressed by the amount of players that are actually logging in and trying to play the game. There we go. 2,000 dust, 20 Pokeballs. Let's see. Come on, Ho-Ho. No Suicune. Ho-Ho! Not shiny, but still a Ho-Ho. You're so lucky, Amy, playing that game. So lucky. But I just said that, I don't know how long these hunts have been taking, so if they've not been quick, then, I mean, if you go for long enough, you'll definitely get one. But it takes a long time. So there we go. Oh, caught. I don't think it's a good IV one though. Nope, strong. Still on the hunt for a good Ho-Ho. Suppose I could maybe trade for one. So guys, I'm sorry that this one's been a little bit muted. I'm not used to doing these live by myself. Amanda will be back hopefully next week. She's getting better. So next week's live will be back to normal. Won't be as muted as this. We'll have some fun. I'm going to end the stream there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.